Other things that I'm not teaching now, we'll come to that later. Okay. Now, who plays first? White plays first. We all know that. So now, in as white, I want you to tell what are the different ways white can start a game. You can tell later. Let her do that. What are the different ways white can play? If you are white, what will you play? Now you are white. What will you do?
The first, this one.
Show me that. No, no, you show me what you want to play. Move that piece and show. No,
You're
for
white.
white, you are white. Okay. This is not a good move. Okay. Show me another one. I will tell you why later. This is total basics. Okay. Okay. That is a reasonably good move. That's one of the best of it. Okay. Why is that move good move? You tell me.
Minor pieces will be getting.
No, it's not the correct answer.
We have brought from the second square.
No. What exactly is it doing?
We are controlling the remaining squares.
So tell me what are the squares.
We are controlling
As soon as you, this is called king's pawn open. So when you play this move, it is controlling. What is it controlling?
We are controlling d5 and f5.
Touch and show that.
d5 and f5.
Okay, now if you bring this pawn here, what she will do? What? She will capture this. If you bring this pawn, so she will capture this. Okay, now what is the difference between moving this pawn here and this pawn here? What is the difference? How is this? You should see the board and tell. Always see the board and tell. You tell me. If this pawn is moved 2 squares and that pawn is moved, these two squares are controlled by this pawn. It's again total basic, very basic. This pawn is controlling these 2 squares. And what is the difference between this pawn moving here, this pawn moving here? What will happen?
d5 comes if
Show me. You keep on showing because it.
d5 comes if captures
Okay.
queen queen.
Okay. So that is equal. You can understand. So if you put this pawn, we can take, and we can be the pawns can be exchanged. This is called exchange. Okay. Both are equal. Now, same way, if you play this move, what will happen?
It weakens the king's position.
No. Oh, that is okay. Then what will you play? Understanding? You will take that pawn. Now, can you take that pawn? Can you take that pawn? You cannot take. So you take it. Okay. Now this pawn is taken. Now you lost one pawn. So we are weak. So always go for equal exchange. Pawn, queen. That you should go equal exchange. So we can fight till the end. Otherwise, if you lose anything for nothing, then we will lose the game. Okay. Now I am showing some openings. We'll see, you might not know, but I will tell you openings. Write openings on top. Put today's date, write openings on top. Okay. We will start with play e4. Okay. Now for e4, once you write this, leave the notebook here. So I want you to focus on the board. No, not on writing. Keep the page there. Keep it here. Keep the notebook. So e4 is played. Now you are black. What will you play? You play whatever you want to play. It's beginners only. I'm not doing advanced chess. It's total beginners. I'm telling beginners because we are doing beginners. Okay. Now e4, d5. Okay. This opening is got a name. But we are not going for these openings because it is immediately asking for exchange. Fight. There is a fight. Basic general moves. e4. This will come. I will not, because this will become too much for you. So we will go slowly, steadily. So e4, what is the best moves?
Knight c6 or e5.
e4, e5. Very basic. I am controlling your squares, you control these 2 squares. You Okay, so this is controlling here. Show me all the whites controls, blacks control.
White is controlling d5 and f5, and black is controlling d4 and f5.
Very simple. So if you play other moves like you played like this, no? This is all only when you go little bit of mastering, you should go for those moves. Initially, if you play those moves, we might not understand what is happening. That become too much for the head. Let us keep just simple and easy. E4, E5. Okay. Now this is one way of opening. Both are controlling center. This is the center squares. These four squares are called the center squares. Do you know the name of the squares? Don't know the name. Okay. You tell me the name of those squares.
This is e3.
And I want only the center squares.
Center squares. d4, e4, d5, d4.
Okay. These are called center squares. Tell me the names.
d4, e4,
E4. You can see now how to name the square. Can you understand?
yes.
How do we do that?
d4, there is 3 and this is 4,
Correct. Very good.
and d4,
D,
there is d5,
D5. You should see the alphabet and the number.
e4 and e5.
Okay. So E4, E5, D4, D5 are the center squares. Always we should focus on the center squares. Okay. Now we'll see why it is. We'll have some fun games also. So we'll see who is doing good. Okay. So controlling the center. This again is total beginners. We are going very slowly, not fast. Even though we are advanced player, they can also go through this and understand things. Okay. Now before we played E4. Now in chess, I'm asking one question. Who is better? White is better or black is better?
White is better.
Loud, little louder.
White is better.
White is better. Why?
It is ahead of black.
Okay, white makes first move. So first move means we are having some advantage. But black has got lot of ways to change the game. For example, instead of E4 when you play, you are expecting your opponent to play E5. You make E5.
The technique
Okay.
is c5.
But yes. Now go back. That is the move we generally expect. That's one of the best replies for black. E4, E5. Now there is another opening called Sicilian. That is called C5. Now black's reply is C5. Play C5. No, I want that. Which is C5. C5 is no, don't teach me. Okay. This is called, or you can write it down. You can watch the video later and write it down. And the points I'll tell you. If you write now, you will waste your time. So E4, C5. As soon as C5 comes, it is called Sicilian. It's called Sicilian defense. Defense means who will play defense? Black is defending. White is hitting. Black is defending with his own style. So now black has changed the game to his style. White is playing first, but black has changed the game to his own style. So we'll have to be ready for those moves also. Now, what is another way of defending that? E4, E5 we played.
c5.
Okay. Any other blacks move? You can show all the moves. We will go with very basic moves.
You used to play e6 or b6.
Okay, play E6. E4, that is D6. These are the general openings. This is called, what is it called? This is, as soon as E4, E6, it's got a name. What is the name? You know? You don't know. Now how do you tell the players when you play a game? I played this game. You don't tell E4, E6, E7, you don't. This opening is got a name. Now I'll ask you questions, okay? You're concentrating now. Now this opening is called, this is called French defense. E4, E6. As soon as E6 is played, it's called French. French defense. French defense. Okay? So E4, E6. Now, why is black playing E6? Any idea? No idea. Okay.
To control the same squares which white.
Okay. Now here, what will you play as white? Okay. Now the best moves are E4, E6, D4. This is one of the best moves. Because what we are doing, show me. What is this? What is happening now?
We are controlling
Show. Touch and show. Speak louder and show.
we are controlling c5, b5, b5, f5.
4 squares with one move we are controlling. These two moves, 4 squares controlling. So our idea is to
Control.
control the center from move 1 till the last, till the game gets over. We should be controlling center. Okay, why to control the center? I will show you now. Okay, will you remind me? I'll explain why to control center. Get back. E4, E6. Get back. That move. Now, what is the other way of controlling? E4. You played one move in the start. No, one move. Okay. That is a reasonably good move. If I'm not telling any move is bad, all the moves are good, but we should know how to play them. What is this called? This is called. This has a name. E4, D5. What is this? Okay, this has got a name. Like this, all the moves have got names. Okay, so we should be little thorough with different openings. If you know only one opening, opponent will know how to finish the game. He will confuse us and he will win the game. The idea of chess is you will be going to this. Suddenly you will change the route. You will be expecting he's coming this side, but he will be attacking somewhere and finish the game. So you should always have a look at all the 64 squares. How many squares are there?
64.
How many dark squares? How many light squares?
32
32.
and 30.
32. Very good. So all the 64 squares you should work on. If you only focus here, he will come and attack here. Opponent, he or she will attack here. If you are focusing here, then there will be attack that side. So we should have every move. And every move, you should not tell I moved just that. You should tell me the reason. Why, if I ask you why you made the move, you should tell me a reason. Fine. Only then you can win. If you don't want to win, you can move anything. Fine. Next. E4. What other moves are there?
What is the name of the D4?
I don't want them to get confused, so I'm going step by step. Because whoever's watching also, they will understand. If I tell many names, they'll forget everything. These are the basic moves that is played. E4. Now one more move is played. What is this?
C6.
Okay. This is called Caro-Kann defense. Caro-Kann defense. I will ask you the questions, then you should answer it. Caro-Kann spelling? C-A-R-O-K-A-N-N. Caro-Kann. K-A-N-N. Caro-Kann defense. Okay. Now this is all different plans of opening and getting advantage in the opening and playing correctly. After getting these moves, you should know how those lines work. So there's a little bit of theory. Okay. What is our plan in the beginning? Our plan is to control the center. Every move you should tell yourself, every move. First move you make. Now you should ask yourself, you should speak to yourself. Am I controlling yourself? This is the technique I am teaching. This many coaches, they only tell control the center and leave it. I will make it a practice. So anytime you move, is it controlling center? Is that move useful? You should ask yourself. Okay, this is a basic idea. So now it's controlling center. Fine. So you are cool. Now you play a move, any move you want. Anything you want. Now you ask yourself. You speak to yourself. You don't have to speak loud, but you should speak in your am I controlling center? So is it controlling center? Okay. Now you are controlling these two, you are controlling these two. Always keep the pawns or whatever you move inside the circle, inside the square, not like this. Not like this. So always keep it somewhere approximately in the middle. So now we are the controlling center. Okay. Which is the queen? Okay. What is the rule about queen? You know the rule about queen? You know. In the opening, this is called opening stage. Opening means what? What is opening?
Beginning of the game.
Starting of the game is opening, very simple. Now in the opening, do not bring the queen out. The saying that this is all just principles. We should know everything. Feeling sleepy? If feeling sleepy, go take a walk and come. No problem. So in the opening, these points, if you make a note, go watch the video again, write it down. You cannot, one class you might not understand, you just write it down. So in the opening, do not bring the queen outside. The queen can come when time is for it to come. Okay, so now next is to what you should try to develop the pieces. So what are minor pieces? What are you know that? So you teach her what are the minor pieces, what are the major pieces.
Minor pieces are knight and bishop, and major pieces are rook and queen.
Okay, you understood that? Okay, now how many minor pieces we have?
4.
For what are they?
Bishop, knight,
Like five. And how many major pieces are there?
3.
Three. They are
2 rooks and 1 queen.
great, very nice. So these points you should slowly put in your head. You should watch because she knows she's already senior. So you should go watch it, and you will slowly, step by step, bring these points every move when you play. Okay. Now, which is the best piece to come outside next for white? Best minor piece. They are not
Knight.
knight. Okay. Why knight?
It controls many squares.
Okay. Which knight?
It also attacks the
Okay.
e5 pawn, and it also controls the center square.
Center squares. Okay. Center one of the center square. These two squares. Okay. Now, what is the knight doing? The knight is doing something.
Bishop pawn.
It is attacking the pawn.
Yes.
So you're telling nothing. So it is going to take your pawn. It is going to eat your pawn. What will you do? You want to save it or leave it?
Save it.
How will you save it? We want to save the pawn that is being attacked. This you should also understand. Okay, because it's totally opening. The opening, if you play the opening, should be strong. For everybody, I tell, even the top world-class players also, they should have the strong opening. If your opening is weak, there is no middle game, no end game. 3 stages in chess: opening, starting few moves that I'll tell you; middle game, where you have to make big plans; and end game. End game is law. You'll have less pieces, king, rook, queen, or something like that, or a pawn or something. So that depends on how we progress from there. So now, if you make a mistake, it can be a very small mistake. That mistake in the opening, if you make, there is no middle game. Sometimes there is. You can also end up with a mate in the opening itself. So you should not fall for that. Now this knight is attacking your pawn. You want to save it or leave it?
Save it.
How are you going to save it?
Keeping safe.
Okay, you do that. Okay, now is that a good move or a bad move? Okay, good move. But it is slightly disadvantage.
Disadvantage.
Why? Why? I will ask her. There is one disadvantage. Why? You don't know. No, you will explain. We'll see what you explain.
Bishop will not have
That
control of
bishop
these
cannot
squares.
come outside. It
Before
can.
that, it was controlling these squares.
It was coming out. Now you blocked your own bishop, and it will come out after a very long time. Slowly it will come. So that is not one of the best, but it can be played. No harm in playing. I won't say it's a very bad move, but your bishop takes time to come outside. It can come to show me the square, and then again take. It will come here, and then it will come outside. That's it. So you are wasting at least one extra move, or it can fianchetto the bishop. Just show me that move. Fianchetto. Fianchetto is move that knight's pawn on front. One show one more route of coming outside. Like that. There's one more, then it will come outside. Can you see now? Now show the route of coming outside.
It can come here.
Okay. Then it can. So it is wasting time. So for one good move, you are wasting 2-3 moves. So you will lose tempo. That's called tempo. So what are the other ways to save that pawn? If you don't save, what you will do? You will capture it. You are already attacking. So you lose that pawn. One pawn is enough to win a game. You know that? If you have one pawn, we can win the game. Why? How? She has strength. If you have one pawn, what can pawn become when we go to the other end?
What queen,
Queen, only queen.
ra,
Rook. Okay, rook. Then
knight,
knight. Okay, we can convert it to anything we want. It is no, not that you have to make only a queen. But generally we call queen. We generally promote to pawn to queen. But it's not queen. You can do under promotion. So under promotion means making a bishop or a knight. So whichever you want, you can choose. Okay. Now we'll get to an end game question. Shall we get to end game question? Because this is too much for you. We'll come to opening data. Okay, just take all the men and place it. We'll have the king alone. Don't take the back. We'll have the king. It's very basic. King in starting position, you can get the pawns also. Get the pawns also outside. Yes. King in starting original position. Starting position. Okay, this is what you should understand. Tell me how to arrange the king and queen. King and queen, how it comes. Today morning I was talking.
yes, sir. King will be in black square.
First you tell about the queen.
Queen should be in light squares.
Okay. Same way, tell me the square name.
For white, queen should be in D1.
D1.
And opposite to that, black king should be placed.
Queen, okay. The king is
D8. King is in E1.
correct. So that should be correct. Now we'll take your queen and place it there. I want your queen. White is not a queen. Now this is again once every day.
And this is E8.
E8. D1, E1, D8, E8. That's all eighth rank. This is first rank. These are called ranks and files that will come to later. Now, very, very simple questions. I'll keep asking. Now, who can win in this position?
White.
Why?
King only can move 16 moves.
Okay, that is not the rule. That is locally they are playing. That's not the rule. Now, white. We'll forget about they can move or not. That's not the problem. Who can win? Is the question.
White.
Why?
It has queen.
Oh, it has queen. King is always there. It's not going there. So we have a queen. Okay, winning. The idea is winning is understood, but how quickly you win is the question. So now she is white. You have to escape. Okay. So how would you play as white and how many moves you can win? Start. Now it is your turn. Okay. You count your moves. 1, this is 2. You have to try and drag the game. 2 moves. 3, down. Okay. 4, okay, I'll show you. 4. You remember this question? I can tell you how to move this. Yeah, right. That is no, you should not check illegal. So immediately call arbiter.
Arbiter.
This I am doing for beginners. So arbiter means illegal. That is illegal because there is a check. You can see that. So you raise your hand. She will raise the hand. Call the arbiter. He will give 1 illegal for black because you made a mistake. It's a checking square. Queen is checking there. And next illegal you make, game is lost. So now you have to change and play.
Only 2 illegals.
1 illegal. Second illegal is out. Game lost. So now we have to change and play. Change that move and play.
Rook 8. Wait.
8-8. What is this? Checkmate. Okay. No, it was here. Queen was here. How many ways are there to checkmate? How many different ways you can checkmate? I want your answer. She showed one checkmate here. You can also tell. No, you let her give first. Don't give the answer immediately. Always think. Check how many checkmates are there. That means game is over. She made one checkmate. This means king cannot go anywhere. Now, what are the other checkmates? Sorry, you don't know. Show me.
One checkmate. 2.
Let her understand.
One checkmate.
Now, can you move your king anywhere? Okay. 2. Can you understand? Yeah. Check. You tell me what is the king doing, what is the queen's activity. You tell me. What is the king doing? There is a check. Now, what is the king's? What is king doing? What is the queen doing?
King is controlling the squares and queen is controlling.
Okay, so the king is controlling 1, 2, 3 squares. Queen is controlling this whole rank
Queen is attacking.
with a check. So when you cannot answer the check, that means game is over. Check. Okay. Now we play. Keep the question again. Just try to go to the moves till you win. First move what you play. You play whatever you want. Here is there's nothing to think of. There's only one square. Okay, there's only one square. Next. Okay, now what did you play? Always keep the king inside the square or the queen inside the square. That was also not problem. This all we should learn. No, you are black. Okay, now why I was saying this is when she went somewhere back, you were here. Somewhere she went. So what you should do is you should not do anything, you can just come here. This will what will happen? She is controlling you to enter this 7th rank. So she is locking you there. Sometimes what will happen, people will play like this, they will go somewhere like this, and the king will go there, then they will go on somewhere they'll be like this, the king will go there. Like these positions will happen. And with winning position, they will make a stalemate. So with the queen, you should not make a stalemate. I am not showing the position. So whenever you have a queen, think very carefully and make it. So it will become a stalemate if you make a mistake. Fine. No, now with the queen, can you win? I am the world champion. I am the world champion. If you have a queen and I have only a king, you can easily win. So you have to understand the concept. Okay. Next, let's get to the same question. Rook. We'll have a rook. Rook in the starting position. So with rook, can we win? Okay. You can win. Okay. Now what we'll do is we'll give her. It's okay. Not to mention the color. Oh. Okay. Okay. I will give her black. Now you are having a rook. You have to win her. And you have to count your moves. Okay. Start. Every time, no, let her play first. You play first. I gave you the idea about queen. Now rook. You have to count your moves. 1. Tell him. 3. Okay, 3 loud, so we will hear. 9, you should tell 9. How many?
12.
12. Okay. Okay, now you are not getting the idea. Because if you have taken 30 moves, you will take even more moves, and if you make 50 moves without capturing anything, you know the rule? You should capture something in 50 moves, otherwise it becomes drop.
Yes, there should be a pawn movement.
Yeah, or a pawn movement, pawn should be there. But we don't have a pawn. So if you make 50 moves by giving check, and not simply moving around here and there, in this position, so the game will become a draw. Now same, exchange the position and you try to finish. We'll see how she is going to check now. Okay? Okay. That is the first best move. The first move is the best move. You should play the best move every time you should play the game. Okay. You count your moves.
6.
Checkmate. How many moves?
11.
11 moves. So 10, 11 moves you are waiting. But if we simply keep having a rook, we can win. You saw that. Whatever you play, we can win. But having a rook and making 13, 15 moves by giving checks or simply moving here and there, it's no use. So first point is, get me the question. The end games are very, very important. Because during the end, we will have to calculate how to work on the pieces. Okay, in the end game, we should use the king. In the opening, the king should be safe. You know that. So opening, king will not come for work. He will be sleeping. In the end game, king will also start working. Okay. So first move is here. Why? This is controlling the king to enter 7th rank. It cannot even come to same. Then the king will come and start attacking the rook. Immediately go to this corner. It's an example. You don't have to go to that corner. So again here, the king will take a lot of time to reach the rook. We are bringing the king. The king also acts. With the rook, can we mate alone? With the rook alone, can we mate? We need the king's support. Without the king's support, we cannot play. Otherwise, it keep giving checks. So we are going to bring the king closer and then check it. Okay. Now you know queen and rook can mate the game. Okay. Okay. Now next get the bishop. Now for you the question is, can we mate with the bishop? No. Okay. Now I'll give you the answer. In this question, what will happen? Tell me. Draw. Why?
Bishop cannot move. Because it is in dark square.
Okay. Now the king is. Okay. Now what is happening is, the king is in a light square. This bishop is in dark square. Now what we have to do to finish a game? Win a game. We have to give a check. Now, if this bishop is in white square, we can give. If it's here, we can give check. But this, and why king will keep traveling only in white square all over the board. So now we cannot make. This generally I make children to understand, but now I'm giving the answer. Now keep one more bishop. White's mating net. Which you have to count your moves. Okay. It is not mating. Mating game is draw. Within 49 moves, you have to mate. Plan. who are watching for the first time, this is about basic chess for beginners. Two. I'm not going to tell anything. Now I'm asking one thing. What is the difference between this move and this move?
This one or this one, sir?
You played here. What is the big difference? Huh?
When she keep here,
Hmm.
I come here. When
Right.
she keep here,
You will take
I
it.
can't come here and
Good. So, I think that's a very nice answer. I will have to appreciate this. So, when you do keep the bishop here, now what it's doing is it's controlling this dark diagonal, this diagonal. So, let her come anywhere. We'll see that. That's not a problem. But when you kept here, now there is a possibility of coming here. Then you have to move the king. So, which one would you prefer? You want to go here or I'm just asking. So this is controlling that immediately it's taking big that diagonal cells controlling. Okay, you play how many moves? Four. Okay.
here or here.
No, she kept here. I'm thinking this is better. We'll see how you take it from there. Okay. Immediately she's not giving check. But what people beginners what they just keep on giving checks. And the king will keep on escaping. So we don't want to do that. No. How many moves?
5, sir.
Huh?
5.
5. You will try to drag how many your moves possible. 5.
6.
Okay. Now why you make that move?
We king support for the.
Okay. We need king support. But you can bring it any time. Now initially what you're trying to do is control the diagonals. Okay. Now okay, you carry on. Now what I'm just asking, instead of moving this here, now this diagonal is controlled, right? Which diagonal? Dark square diagonal is controlled. Now if you played this move, okay, let the king come in. Now how to remain, how to control that? Okay, this is okay. Now what is happening is you cannot come these three squares. You cannot go there. You can go here. So we are trying to reduce your traveling area, your spaces. We are trying to crush you. Okay, once we are crushing you to one corner, we'll make you. Okay, I'm just telling this again. Okay. Now can we control anything with the bishop? Now we already control with this bishop. Now can we do anything else? Okay. So now you are time for the king to come. No, you can go anywhere, not a problem. Okay. Now again control. But you should always be careful with the stalemate. Sometimes it becomes stalemate. I'll tell you how the stalemate comes. Now again what you can do? Correct. Now we are giving that square. Okay, we are giving that square, but we are making the king to come here. This is another way of playing. Now what you will play? You can actually play. Generally, it's better to attack this bishop. So the bishop has to go one more square. But you play whatever you feel. Very wonderful. Okay. Now what you do? Okay. Now this is cut off. This is cut off. So now your squares are 1, 2, 3, 4. So from there we brought the bishops. This is the idea. But we don't have to take even one move extra. When you play the right, correct moves, correct calculation, we'll be good at endgame. So we are slowly bringing our only two bishops. Slowly come here, cutting off the square. And then you should be very careful. Yes. Now you should play. Now what are the different moves you have? Okay, you're going there. No. Okay. Now we cannot. Can she play this one?
Yes.
Can she play this?
You will take this. You will capture this.
She plays this, you will capture. No? Okay, so we should not, after coming today, we should not make a mistake. And now for time for king to come. In bring king, we can make other plans also. Now what will you do? Okay, once she goes back, what you will do?
She'll move it to front.
Hmm. No, you went back. So what is our idea?
If you come here, king will come here, then again I should come here.
Okay, so what will you do? Now, if you, okay, we'll see if you came, okay, we'll just see. Because here I guess. Okay, now if you kept here, what will she play? What will she play? To attack the
Bishop.
bishop. Then what will you do?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, then if she comes here, you go here. I'm showing the ideas. So we are going to escape from that. Now again, what is controlled? Attacking. Now, if you go here, we have two bishops. It doesn't have to always attack at the same time. So this is control, this is control. Now again, only these three squares. Okay. Just idea. You can play your own style. Now black. It is illegal. Arbiter, you shout arbiter.
Arbiter.
Illegal. Illegal means warning. That is check. Okay. Okay. Next, what will you do? You cannot come here. You cannot come here. You have only three squares left. 1, 2, 3. You can choose whichever you are going there. Okay. Then immediately what you should do? So we are taking so much time. So that means no, it's not a problem. So much time, but we should play correctly, otherwise become draw, stalemate. You know how many moves you have?
One.
So play them. Only one, not one. Okay. End game. Hmm? End game is fully focused. We should work properly. What are you thinking? Okay. So that's totally controlled. Only one move. One move. Is that a good move? No? Yes, sir. Yes or no? No? Huh? Okay. Play. We'll see. We'll see. Okay. No, here you play. Check. Now what will you do? It's only move, okay. Then you'll keep on giving checks. Then it will become draw. Okay. Now we have to plan. Now here we just the bishops cannot meet. We need the king's support also. How to support? We need to plan. Okay. Alright, we'll keep 3 times you give checks. See, check. Come here. Again, check. Like this, if you repeat 3 times, draw. You can force with two bishops. We have to try and win. But we will make a draw. So now what is the plan here?
When she's here, she
Okay.
can move it here, right?
Which one? Not?
This king.
King cannot come here now because king is here.
Oh,
Both the kings cannot come next to each other. Kings cannot. They need one square space. Okay, let's say we gave check. We went here. No what shall we do? We need here. What is the idea is? What this idea? We need one waiting move. It is called waiting move. We have to wait. For what we have to wait? Huh? We want to wait for opponent to make one move, then we'll wait. Okay. So now we have only one square. Go to that square. There's only one square. We play here. Now, if you suddenly play like this, if white plays here, what is the result? Stalemate. That is draw. So what shall we play? Okay, that can be played. Your illegal. Arbiter illegal. Okay, so because two illegals.
yeah.
That's only yeah. Check. You should always try and not give many checks. Cheese plate. Cheese plate. If you play some more moves, it is going to be draw. We already crossed more than 20 moves. Now what is going to be wrong move? You can play anywhere. There are how many moves here? See,
One.
see who's that and that.